Blessing. Hi everyone, Andrew McFarlane, Humble Warrior. This is my YouTube channel, and I'll also put this video up on Facebook. So if you want to join me in a nice little yoga session, now's your chance. Grab your mat, and let's just sit on the mat. Just ground down into the space. Just arrive onto your mat. Just letting the outside world go. We'll be there when we return. Just focusing on the self. Just breathing in and out the nose. You can have your eyes downcast. Just a slight, short meditation. Just thinking, focusing on the third eye center. Just in between your eyes. And when your mind wanders off, just come back to that center. And if that's too uncomfortable for you and you like your eyes to be open or downcast, just pick a spot on the mat about 1 meter away and just focus on that point, thinking of nothing but that point. Just creating stillness in your mind and calmness throughout your nervous system. So let's do that together for about a minute or two. Gently breathing in and out the nose. Just keeping the back nice and aligned. Last few breaths now. The hands to heart center. Just rub the hands together, create some nice warmth. You place the palms over the center of the eyes. Feel that warmth. And slowly let your fingers come down and open your eyes up in between your fingers. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come off our bolster or pillow, whatever you've got at home. Come into a nice tabletop position, shoulders stacked above the wrists. Hips stacked above the knees. And we'll bring our feet together, bring our knees out wide, and we'll just drop back, drop those hips down onto the heels. And leave your hands out forward, or you can place your hands out the back, palms facing up. And if you can't reach your forehead down onto the mat, you might like to bring your hands around and just make fists. Main aim is to keep those hips dropped down, creating space in that lower back. Really opening up that back. Be organic as well, just moving from left to right. Just breaking up that tightness that's in the body, if it is there. Gently breathing in and out the nose. throughout the whole practice. And as you stay, you might be able to lower yourself down a little bit more. Find a little bit of space with every out breath. A few more breaths here. One more breath in. One last breath out. Just walk the hands back up. Come up to our tabletop position. Now that's our resting pose during this yoga practice. So whenever you feel like it's a little bit too much or you just want a more steadier practice, just drop back into the Vinyasha, child's pose, and rest, creating space in that lower back, and then come back to the session whenever you feel fit. So in tabletop now, let's drop into sunbird. So left arm out, right arm back, reaching hands and feet away from each other, creating a long spine. And exhale, elbow to knee. Kick it back as you inhale. Exhale, crunch in. One more out. It's like you're trying to shake hands with a neighbour. And come back in. Swap over to the other side. Right arm out. Left foot back. And dorsiflex that foot, extended foot, back towards the knee, just to protect the knee joint. Exhale, crunch. Really good for balance. And concentration. One more to do. Coming back in the child's pose now, so knees out wide, feet together, and just drop back into Vinyasha. Nice and easy session today. Next inhale, come back up to tabletop. Come forward to low plank. And slowly lower down, keeping the elbows in beside the floating ribs. All the way down. Inhale up to mini cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up to cobra again. Exhale back down. Inhale up to cobra. Back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. Let's be careful now. We're really lifting the fingers and planting the fingers down onto the mat, protecting our wrists, head in between our arms, legs as straight as they can, just left and right, just walking the dog out here, just warming up the body. Come up on the heels, come up on the toes as you inhale, drop back on those heels as you exhale. Being organic as well, just feeling into your own body, moving from left to right. Doesn't have to be a rigid practice. Feel into that body of yours. Come forward to high plank, shoulders above the wrists. Hold here, lifting the hips up a little, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Come forward, holding in high plank, and then exhale back to downward dog. Left foot up as you inhale, and then left foot between the feet. Exhale, coming up to warrior one. So back foot flat at about 2 o'clock. You've got a train track alignment. Hands rising up, warrior one. Nice. Lunge in that front leg. Concentrate. And exhale. Right hand forward, left hand back. Come back up to original warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Kick back to downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank. Slowly lower the knees and lower down slowly all the way down. Inhale to mini cobra. Exhale back down. Inhale up to your left side. Nice little cobra twist. Exhale back down. Inhale up to the right. And exhale down. Inhale, come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift those hips. Sinking back into downward dog for a few breaths here. Right foot up as you inhale. Right foot between the hands as you exhale. Warrior one on the opposite side. Holding that front lunge. On that front leg. And exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Nice little squeeze in those internal organs. Come back to warrior one. And hands to the mat. Kick back to downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank and slowly lower down with form all the way to the mat. Inhale to mini cobra and just releasing the hands, just feeling where you're at. We're using the lower back muscles here, so we're creating strength in the core and our lower back muscles. And exhale down. So the hands are just a guide. Inhale, come back up to tabletop and drop straight through to Vinyasha. You can either leave the knees together, keep the feet together at the back, hands behind, and if you've got your hands behind and your head's not reaching, maybe a pillow or something, a little block, just so you can relax your head down and really feel into that space on your lower back, creating space in your body. Come forward as you inhale, back up to tabletop. And we'll drop into a few cat-cows. So we inhale, drop the belly and shine that chest forward. Really open up that chest. And exhale, rounding the back and shoulders. Glance coming down towards your knees. Just flowing with your own breath. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. Really focusing on the top part of the movement. Really holding that cow and holding the cat at the top. Getting that spinal fluid moving. Just a few breaths here, just at your own pace. Knees out wide, feet together, drop back to Vinyasha, child's pose. Just rest those wrists. If they're a little sore, if you haven't done much yoga before and haven't been on your wrists, they might be a little bit tight, so just move them while you've got a chance. Like I said, just be organic, feel into your own body. Come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, and kick up to downward facing dog.
Left foot up as you inhale, and stack that left hip on top of the right, three-legged dog. Keeping an even pressure on your hands. Just nice little hip opener. Opening up that left hip. Few breaths here. And then exhaling, bringing that left foot down to its partner. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. Hands rising up tall mountain. Then hands to heart center as we exhale. Nice little massage for the shoulders. Inhale, hands rising up. Tall mountain, so be tall, lift up, lengthen that spine. And hands to heart center and flow all the way down to forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands and walk the hands forward to your downward facing dog. Right foot up as you inhale, and three-legged dog on that right side, stacking that right hip on top of the left. Just a few breaths here. One more inhale. One last exhale, and slowly lower that foot down next to its partner, dropping back to that downward facing dog. Let's look forward to between the hands and slowly walk forward to the feet into the hands. Halfway lift as you inhale and forward fold as you exhale. Hands rising up tall mountain, reaching tall, and then hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rising up tall mountain, and then open up to cactus arms. Open up that chest. Come forward with the hands, making fists, pulling in the good energy. Opening up the hands and pushing out the bad. One more time, pulling in the good energy. Opening up the hands and pushing out the bad energy. Hands to heart center. And then hands rise up tall mountain. Forward fold as you exhale. It's a nice little massage on the shoulders, that little session. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands, kick back to your downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Really just scooch the thumbs away from each other, trying to chuck your triceps underneath, so you're trying to hide your armpits away from your neighbours. Left foot up as you inhale, come forward to high plank, and left knee to the left tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale, and then left knee right down the middle, a nice little crunch, working on our core. Kick it back as you inhale, and left knee to right tricep cross. Kick it back as you inhale, and then left foot between the hands, coming up to warrior two. So heel to arch alignment now, front heel to the back arch. Hands nice and steady, nice lunge in that front leg, holding that lunge and keeping the body nice and upright. Nothing to think of, just focusing on yourself, on your breath. Inhale, exhale, turn the palm over. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And exhale, come back to warrior two, sorry.
Flip the palm, exhale, reverse that warrior. It's better. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. And then exhale, elbow down on the knee, hand down beside the ankle, bowling ball that right arm up for extended side angle pose. So this is holding that hip out nice and straight. Extending out, right hand, a nice line from the right hand down to the right foot. Feeling that stretch throughout the whole right side of the body. Exhale, come back up to warrior 1. Sink down nice and low. Reverse the palm, reverse that warrior. Come back to warrior 2. And then bring the hands forward into prayer. Bring that right foot up to mountain pose. Hands rise up to a mountain. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands, and kick back to downward facing dog. Right foot up as you inhale. Come forward to high plank. Right knee to right tricep. Kick it back. As you inhale, exhale, down the middle. Kick it back as you inhale. And right knee to left tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale. And then right foot in between the hands. Rising up to warrior 2 on the opposite side. Reverse the palm and exhale, reverse that warrior. What's that balance? Stretching out that whole right side of the body. Come back to warrior 2, sink down low. Flip that palm, let's reverse that warrior again. Come back to warrior 2. Exhaling down, extended side angle pose on the opposite side. So elbow just lightly touching the knee, hand coming down, holding that hip open, bowling ball that left arm up now. Looking between, up under your armpit or out to the side, just whatever feels good for your neck. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, looking up under the armpit, just makes it a little bit more challenging. Still get good benefits by just looking after your neck as well if you're a little bit tight. Come back to warrior 2. And exhale, sink down. Reverse that palm. And reverse that warrior. Inhale. Bowling ball those hands back to the mat. Kick back to your downward facing dog. Look between the hands, jump, step or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Hands rising up to a mountain, and hands to heart center as we exhale. Okay, let's grab a nice little drink of fresh water. Hopefully you guys have got some beautiful water wherever you are, so make sure you keep hydrated. I always have a drink about halfway through, and yeah, it's just been perfect, so good. And every time I'm running a class, they love it when I stop and we have a drink, just a quick little drink, and then we can go on to the next part of the session. Beautiful. Hands rising up to a mountain, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale, forward fold, plant the hands, back to downward facing dog. Few breaths here, feeling into this dog pose, Adho Mukha Savasana, so beneficial, stretching out, opening up the legs, creating space between the shoulder blades.
Come forward to high plank and slowly lower down halfway. Push back up, 1 yogi push up, 2 to go. Halfway down, push back up. 1 more to do, slowly lower down, let's push back up. Come forward a little more and slowly lower down all the way to the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, mini cobra, and exhale back up to downward facing dog. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Sit down in the imaginary chair pose, Mukha Savasana. Hands rising up, and exhale, swing your hands through, releasing the back of your shoulders, just releasing any pressure in the world. Inhaling, coming up, exhale, swing it through. 1 more coming through, and exhale, you know what to do. Inhale, reach and lift, and exhale, sink down low. Inhale, rising all the way up, tall mountain, and then hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rise up, tall mountain, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale, forward fold, plant the hands, and let's walk it forward to downward facing dog. Last dog of the day. Let's just sink into that. Slowly lower the knees to the mat. Walk the knees forward, cross the feet, and let's hands come down behind as a guide. And let's just sit down on our hips. Do a nice TP twist. We've got our knees together. Our right knee wraps around, right hand wraps around, our knees. Left hand comes up as we inhale, then left hand comes around behind the back as we exhale. Place the hand down near the hip. Lift and lengthen as you inhale, and exhale, TP twist to your left side. Pulling length as you inhale, and twisting as you exhale. 1 more. And then we slowly come around, wrap the left arm around the knees, ready for the other side, TP twist on the right side. Left hand rises up as you inhale, exhale, around to the back. It's a really good little motion for the shoulders. It is for me anyway. When I come around, I really feel any niggles. Just going real slow, feeling into that range. Dropping the hand down, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, pulling length, twisting on that exhale. 1 more breath in, 1 last breath out. Come back around. Now, feet together, hands beside the legs, engaging the core, the Uddiyana and the Mula Bandha, so the pelvic floor and the ab muscles. Just holding a nice engagement there. Exhaling, slowly lowering down, just trying to keep your feet on the mat, just slowly lowering down. Engaging that core. Knees into the chest, chin up towards the knees. Nice little rock from left to right. Just a good little back massage on the mat. Let the earth hold you. And then release the feet down. Place the hands beside the head. Left foot extends out. Right foot comes up towards that left elbow. As you inhale, and then exhale, swapping over. So we're doing a few bicycle crunches here. Just slowly working on the core and working on a real nice, steady range.
hovering that extended leg off the mat. So be really engaging that core and creating some inner strength. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest again. Chin up towards the knee, last little squeeze, and then release the legs down and let the hands come out to the side. Exhaling, holding the shoulders down on the mat. Exhale, the right, your legs across to the right, windscreen wiper to the right. Come back up as you inhale, and then exhale to the left. We'll go again. Upper inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale back to center, then exhale to your left. Come back up. Beautiful. Left foot, left heel on top of the right knee. Coming through, grabbing hold of the shins. Now if you've got a little bit of a sore knee, you can lift the knee, place your hands underneath, so you're not pulling pressure on that knee joint. And just sitting back, nice little hip opener here. Reverse pigeon. Just opening up that left hip. If your knee's okay, you can grab hold of your knee. Just opening up that space. Just holding here for a few breaths. One more breath in. One last breath out. Slowly release that left foot down next to its partner. We'll open back up, counter pose. Inhale and exhale to the right. Come back up as you inhale, and then exhale to the left. Let's come back up, knees into the chest, head up towards the knees, just a nice little squeeze, then release those feet down. Now the right side, opening up that right hip, reverse pigeon, thread the needle through, either hands on the knees or underneath if you've got any knee problems. And just relaxing back, letting the head rest down onto the mat, opening up that right hip. We store all our stress in our hips, so it's really good intention to just focus in on that, breaking up that stress and getting it out of the body. Few breaths here. One more breath in. One last breath out. Slowly release. Hands come out to the side again. And we'll just counter pose again. So inhale and exhale to your left side. Come back up as you inhale and exhale across to your right side. Come back up as you inhale. Knees into the chest. Lift the feet. Grab the outside soles of the feet. Coming into happy baby. Just another light hip opener and just opening up the groin. Really good if you're doing a lot of driving or physical work, or even a lot of sitting. I like to do ninja baby, so like left foot in, extend that right foot out, and then the right foot in, extending that left foot out. Just a few of those. Just creating space on the hips that a lot of us get so tight in our day-to-day lives. So just work on that. An easy one to do. If you haven't got time to do any yoga, you can just sit on the bed, just do a little happy baby, just create a little space in your own body. Any yoga is better than no yoga. And just holding a gentle pressure down, pulling the knees down down towards the ribs. A few breaths here. One more breath in. One last breath out. Then release. Let the feet come down. Lift the feet. Do a diamond shape with the hands just underneath the hips. And then we'll elevate the feet to imaginary legs up the wall. So the hands just act as a guide, just so you can relax a little and let gravity do the work. And while we're here, I like to just rotate my ankles one way, just creating some space, some range of motion without any pressure on the ankles. They're always so neglected. While we're here and legs up the wall, reversing our blood flow, giving our lymphatic system a nice little cleanse. And also, just go back the other way with the feet. Any stagnant chi gets stored in our legs, so legs up the wall gets rid of that chi, that stagnant chi, gets it out of the body. And then just come stationary. You feel good, your ankles feel good. A few more breaths. One more breath in, and last breath out. Knees into the chest, release the hands. Wrap the hands around the knees. Nice little squeeze, chin up towards the knees. One last little squeeze. And then release the feet down. Lift that right leg up. Lift the hips. Shimmy it to the right just a little. Right hand out, holding that shoulder onto the mat. Left hand grabbing that right knee. And exhale, sublime twist on your left side. Every exhale, you might be able to get a little bit more range. Just making sure you try and hold that shoulder, that right shoulder down on the mat. One more breath in, and last breath out. Slowly come back to center. Lift both the feet up, lift and centralize the hips. And lower that right leg down. Lift the hips, shimmy to the right just a little.
Left hand comes out as a guide, right hand on that left knee, and exhale, sublime twist over to your left, to your right side. And one side might be a little tighter than the other. So just breathe into that and notice that. And if, I forgot to say on the other side, if you want a little extra, just look out over that extended left arm, just for a little bit more of a twist. One more breath in, last breath out. Slowly come back to center. Bring both feet up, centralize the hips. The knees up towards the chest, chin up towards the knees. One last little rock, one last little rock and roll. And then we'll release down. And if you're a little bit tight in your lower back, putting a little bolster or a blanket just underneath your knees so you can relax down, and maybe a little blanket underneath your head, palms facing up, and just relaxing into Savasana, corpse pose. Just letting the earth hold you on the mat. Just totally letting go, surrendering. Fully letting your weight drop onto the mat. And releasing all the tension in your body. Just gently breathing in and out the nose. The Mula and Uddiyana bandhas, the ab muscles and the pelvic floor relaxed. Just be in a total relaxed state. We'll rest here for a minute. And if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the present moment. Just focus on yourself relaxing down. Just thinking of the present moment. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wriggling the fingers and the toes, rotating the wrists and the ankles. You might get a bit of air popping in the joints, a quick cracking. release the bolster out from beneath you. Hands up overhead, full body stretch. Clasp the hands, lift and lengthen, exhale to your left side, a nice little banana. Opening up the whole right side of the body. Come back to center, and then exhale across to your right side. Opening up that left side of the body. Come back to center, and then hands to heart center as you exhale. Knees up into the chest, and let's do the same again as my last practice. We'll rock 3 times, coming up to comfortable seated position on the mat. Nice little massage for the back. Use a bolster if you like. Just sitting with a nice cross-legged, hands to heart center. Finish our practice off. Much health and much wealth to you all. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the to this session. I hope you liked it. And if you'd like to give us any feedback, I appreciate it. I want to better my programs. And always learning. So if you want to have a look at my YouTube channel, Andrew McFarlane, Humble Warrior, just look it up, and I'll also put this one on Facebook so a few other people can have a look, family and friends. No worries. I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you again on Thursday.